inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything, Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to WSL round 10 here at Bahrain. Hey, Arby, how's it going, man? It is your dude, Reaper Man. We are here again. Reaper Man, Reaper Dude, whatever you want to call me. I have both names apparently in two different things because, you know, PlayStation wouldn't allow me to have my old name. So, had to change it. But yes, we are here at Bahrain today. Where we are currently missing three drivers. Still waiting for them to turn up. They have 5 minutes. Oh, I'm doing good, man. How's you? Let's turn that down a little. There we go. He is currently out. He went to watch the Grand Prix with some friends and didn't make it back in time because he was supposed to be doing comms tonight. He's going to try to figure out fucking position changes. Fair enough. So yeah, you got me tonight, and then I'm racing next week in Texas. So let's give these guys one last invite, and if they don't turn up, well, that's on them. So him, and him. I'm going to pour myself a drink. Even though I'm at work at 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. How you doing, Arby? A lot of work. Yes, I get that, mate. I've got a busy few weeks coming up. But thankfully, next month, or the end of next month, I have a week of annual leave. So hopefully, the sunny weather comes back to us. There's two of them. Ideal. Where I really get to chill out. No sleep for like 30 hours. Yes, I remember you missed last week. Obviously, real life things happen and whatnot, and we respect that because it happens to us all. As they say, it happens to the best of us. So, we are 14 of the 15 that are meant to be racing tonight. Let's... Oh, apparently... My thing doesn't want to... There we go. No, I won't be racing today. I am going to be doing comms. But I will be there next week. I will be in the USA. Actually, this is my favourite race of all time. I love Bahrain. However, I'll be at my second best track next week. Or second favourite, should I say, not second best. Because that would imply that I could challenge people like Quo and Mingo, and that's just no. That's a very good question. Let's find out. See if I can hear it. Nope. I can only hear it once. But let's turn that off now. It might be the case. Oh, I got my mother in the background. She's on the phone to my grandmother. So you might hear something to do with her. My first favourite is this one. I absolutely love Bahrain. It is one of my favourite tracks of all time. No, I'm not racing today. I'm on comms. At all times, we will always have comms no matter what, whether it be through me or through Dan. It's the one thing that we do pride ourselves in, and it's something we're hoping to bring to our GT side. Yes, it is my favourite. I would have been racing if Dan had made it back in time from being out with his friends. But I got a message about 45 minutes before the race. So, which is ideal because I didn't get any practice. So, it kind of saved me in a way. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, looks like it's going to be a dry qualify. Hopefully it's going to be a dry race. You never know. Yeah, but luckily enough, Texas is my next favourite race, so we should try easy. We're not going to be doing a set of Corsa. We're waiting for Evo. Once that's announced for the PlayStation, because it is coming to the PlayStation, they have confirmed it will, then that is something we'll be looking at doing. Bro, what? Who's your first out then? It is Max Power. Okay, just had to clarify something for what. Oh my good lord, why is someone. I hope he's not actually going to do it. Someone's on mediums, inters apparently. So, Max Power. Going to cross the line to start our first flying lap of the night. Decent turn 1 and 2, no squirreling on the rear end. Let's see. Car seems quite planted. Let's see how he goes through here. Eases off. No? Seems pretty good so far. This is always a tricky corner to get your traction down on. And so is the next one coming up. 10, is it 9 or 10? Such a sharp left-hander. So it's a really clean lap from Max Power here. Hopefully he can keep it going. Crosses the line. Does it at 129.777. Mingo's the next one across the line. 127.5. So, Max only 0.2 of a second behind. No, 2 seconds and 0.2. Sorry. So, Magster does a 130.0. Sessler does a 130.5. Where's Lippmann? Ooh, who was that? Machiavelli does a 129.8. Ben does a 129.09. Only 900ths of a second behind his teammate. So Lippmann's invalidated. Arby's just started. Where's Ben? Harry even. He's just coming through the first sector. So where's Quo? There's Quo. He's going to come through to finish the second sector. Let's see how he's doing. Purple sector. So he has improved on his teammate. Let's see if he can keep it up. 'Cause these three, Mingo, Quo and Harry, are normally the ones that are sailing off into the distance. And he crosses a line in a 128.1, 6/10 of a second behind his teammate. A little bit further back than I anticipated. So let's see what Harry can do here. Also setting a purple second sector, so interesting. Is he going to use... Yes, he is. He's going to be pulled along by the McLaren here. Oh, 127.8, 3/10 of a second off of Mingo there. So let's see where Arby is. He's just about to complete his lap. Crosses a line. I know, 129.6. Respectable time there. See what Andre can do. He's just about to come through the final corner on a set of intermediates. And sets a 131.5. Not too. He's only a second behind Shezler whilst on Intus. Intriguing. Is Quo improving? No. Is Harry improving? No. However, we did miss it. Zen is currently fourth with 128.2. Only, he's not even a 10th behind Quo there. He's 9/10 ahead of Machiavelli. Dipper and RB and Shezza have all set their times on mediums. Interesting. Very interesting. So, Twister's on a lap. Let's join him as he comes through turns 1, 2, and 3. Manages to go off, but doesn't invalidate, but he does decide to back out of it because that's just going to mess his lap up entirely. So, Gessie, 0.08 of a second down currently. But that could have improved as he crosses a line. He does. He's actually 0.2 quicker. And Magster improved as well. She's done a 129.7. So people are improving nicely. Let's see what Zen's doing. No, Zen's 8 seconds slower, so he's definitely not improving. Well, on his last lap anyway. Let's see where Littmanen is. Littmanen's behind him, I think. Zen is improved. He's actually gone quickest through the first sector. That kick salvo moves nicely out of the way in plenty of time for him. Let's see how he does coming through here. Ooh. Using as much of that outside. Oh no! Bins it mid-corner. And he was absolutely flying there as well. It sucks. He was doing such a great job at setting that pace there, and that corner can just be so evil if you don't get it right. Let's see what Littmanen can do. Through the final corner. Crosses a line and goes 7th on a 129.3. 0.05 of a second quicker than Shezler. So top 3 are all on an outlap. Zen's come in. I thought he would after that because he's just burnt his tyre out. Arby is a little quicker. Well, I'm going to shut that down because it's doing weird in now. So, coming through to the end of the second sector, Arby is indeed 3/10 up on his previous time. So, that could put him in contention with taking 8th, maybe even 7th. Fucking seriously, stop sending me messages. So, did Arby improve? He did. He won on the 29-4. So he has improved. Sorry, I had tons of messages come through because... Alright, so... Crow's there. Harry's just coming through. Amingo's just ahead. Hi, girl. So let's see what Mingo can do first. He's as much to the outside of that track as he can, giving himself excellent run out of the final turn. Crosses a line and improves to a 127.2. Quo is the next one. Doesn't quite use the same width as what Mingo does. But he is backing out of it. Let's see what Harry does. Also backing out of it. How's Machiavelli doing? Machiavelli's currently 5 seconds down on his time, so I don't know where he's slow part of qualifying for him or what. Arby's coming in now. Max is just starting hers. Max is currently 0.03 of a second up on his time. It's enough to challenge for 10th currently. No, Williams off in the background there. Going a little bit too... Ooh, someone improved. Andre went third with a 27.9. Displacing Quo from third there. That's an impressive time from him. So Max coming through the final corner. Gets the power down nice. Crosses a line in a ever so slightly slower lap. 0.03 of a second slower than his previous time. He's 1.8 seconds down, so he's not doing another time. Zen's slow. Letting people through. Where's Shesler? Shesler has invalidated his lap. Magster does indeed improve by a 1/10 of a second. Keeping her in 11th currently. He's slower. Ben's invalidated. Twisted has just done his lap. Coming through here. Let's see who's in front of him and how they're improving. Bin goes 4th with an impressive 128.155. 0.04 of a second quicker than Quo. Let's see what Zen can do, because he was on a flyer before he had that spin. Let's see if he can replicate that again this time round. Coming through the first time, he's a 10th up. So that will put him fighting with Quo. He was currently on an outlap, and Harry's on an outlap on inters because, you know, he has to. Twister goes 7th with a 128.7. Impressive lap from him. Good to see him back with us. Ooh, Zen has lost some time there. He's now a 10th slower. Yep, so he decides to drop it. Let's see what Quo can do here. 0.04 of a second down on his current time. Hopefully he can make this up for the rest of it. How can I join this league? There should be a Discord link within the bio of the YouTube channel. If you just click on there, it will take you into the league. If you are looking to sign up for the F1, head to the F1 sign up info. Although we are about to head to the end of the season. We've only got 2 races after this. Yeah, set your times on. Ooh, Quo going fastest through the second sector there. Impressive timing. Hopefully he can keep that up. It will put him into the realms of potentially 3rd. Sorry, give me a second, buddy. Let me just. Quo crosses a line on a 128.0, goes 4th with that lap. I think that might be the best he can pull out there. Right, where are these guys? So he's coming through here. So Harry's going to be the first one of the front 2. No. Andre's going to be the first of the front 3. Yes, let me just double check that for you. I'll make sure that it's in there. Yes. So if you hit the Discord link, that will take you straight into our league. And there's plenty of people there that will help you with the sign-ups and everything else. We've got a great admin team and everything else. Like I said, ooh, quite tight going through turn 1 there. We're just about to head to the end of this season. And then we're waiting for the new game to come out, which is May 30th, which we will have new tracks for sign-ups and stuff like that. Let's see what Andre does through here. He's currently 0.2 of a second up. Harry better watch out. But what I will do is that. So let's see what Andre does coming through Sector 2 here, because he is on course to push Harry off a second if he keeps up. And he's half a second up on his previous time. Wow. This is impressive. Round the final corner. Crosses a line and goes second with a 127.4. I think Harry was the next one. He's currently 0.09 of a second down on his previous time. Crosses a line. Oh, does improve ever so slightly, but it's only 0.03 of a second. So Mingo is going to be keeping pole position here after a amazing qualifying. We've got a new contender in amongst the group, and he does improve. He goes even faster on a 126.8, 0.4 of a second quicker than his previous time. And it is just twisted left to cross the line. Doesn't look like anyone else has improved. They've pretty much stayed where they are. But what a lap from Mingo there. Really putting a statement in there that, he's the man to beat. So, across the line. Do not go in the pits. So, we have someone else in amongst the mix today. Mingo taking first place for the pole position here tonight. Andre in second. Harry in third. St. Croix in fourth. A little bit of a difference up there. Don't forget, guys, anyone that's listening, first time I'm ahead of Arby. It doesn't happen very often, does it? Really doesn't happen very often. That guy is something. So we're on for a 29 lap race. Ah, finally. Giving them a few minutes so they can get the strategies and everything set. Because sometimes this race likes to put people on two-stop strategies, and not everyone wants to do that. Okay, let's let everyone ready up. Okay, so we are off on a formation lap. No. And that one. No, missing one more. Ooh. Got a few different strategies going on here. So the first 5 are all on hards. And then we kind of split up after that. We've got 4 on softs and 5 on mediums. So we've got a fair few strategies going on here. Always good to see lost drivers doing different things. So, as expected, looks like it's going to be a dry race here in Bahrain because, you know, we're in the desert. It very rarely rains. However, when it does, it's like a monsoon. So I know it's not easy warming up the tyre. Well, especially when you've got hard tyres, it's not easy warming them up on the formation lap and keeping them warm as you're going around. So you've got a few of them in the background doing a lot of weaving that are on the hards, and I don't blame them. So strategy for those 5 are probably going to be hards to mediums. Because I know softs, oh, their lifetime around here is terrible. So there we go, all starting to bunch up a little bit more. Burn out the tyres on the back, lots of grip. So they begin to line up. Let's see what direction. Mingo opts to go pretty much straight ahead. Why is there a Red Bull all the way down there? It was Arby. Okay, so we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights here at Bahrain. And it's lights out and away we go. Looks like... Oh! Andre got a lot of wheel spin there going out there, but he did get a better runoff to begin with than what Mingo did. But Mingo's got the inside line go. Oh, there goes a Haas in the background, but these two fighting on the way up to turn 4. And Andre is not easing up on it. And he's got the better exit. Andre's going to take first. Who's that down? Crow's gone. Crow's down into 7th. He's had a really bad start here. Mingo and Harry having a good little battle here. Zen's managed to get up into 4th. Lippman into 5th. Crow has lost out massively here. Zen round the outside of Harry there. Not easy getting too wide into that part of the corner, but he doesn't gain an advantage on Harry, so he's doing all right. He is going to have dirty tyres for a little bit. So one of the guys, Dipper, who started in 5th, is down in 13th after that start. Crow is down in 8th, but Dipper is beginning to make a few positions back. Shesler gets a move done on Crow there. Crow's really not having a good time on these hards, is he? So Twisted not doing a bad job. Littleman doing okay. So Zen. Moving all the way to the right of the track just to... Oh, is this Zen? Oh! Was that a touch on the rear end from Lippman there on Harry? Lippman's flying! Oh! That looks like another touch there, which has given Harry some soft, hard, medium, hard, depending on which way you want to do it. I don't think a lot of these guys are going to be doing 2-stop strategies, but Harry has lost out greatly there because he does have wing damage after that. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I think his teammate may have just outbraked himself a little, which then caused Harry to lose some momentum going into turn 1 because it upset the rear end. Zen, oh my good lord. Zen binned it. Mingo is losing out on a battle with Litmanen. Quo's back up into 4th. Harry's in 5th. Shez's in 6th. Oh my good lord, what is going on here? Oh. So, Litmanen on a run with... And Litmanen's into 1st. Litmanen is having the drive of his life at the beginning of this race. Litmanen is leading Bahrain. What a start. So all he's got to do is try and break that 1 second gap between him and Andre. That's the name I was trying to think of. However, Arby did set the fastest lap, but he... Ooh, Litmanen losing out a little bit there. However, he is going to get DRS into... Ooh. And there goes Mingo, because that sucks. That really sucks. Schedule with the 3-second penalty already for track limit warnings. So Zen pitted, and he's now got a fresh set of softs. Magster's pitted. So here comes Litmanen again on the run down to turn 1. He's going to have DRS here. Quo's a little bit further back. Moves all the way to the right. And whilst being chased, that's what a lot of people do tend to do. Try to move to the far right of the track. Harry does indeed get past Shezza there. Oh, he gets squeezed on the exit of turn 2 there. Which is going to put him under fire from... Ooh, Shezza just turned right in there on and closed the door. As though to say, nope, you are not having this position no matter what you do. Crow's made a good recovery after the race, though. He's up into 3rd position. But Litmanen, solid start so far from him. I'm impressed at Harry, though. Front wing damage. Oh, rear end slide there for Harry. So easily done on that corner, though. It's absolute not. I hate that corner. I love this track, but I hate that corner. Especially in these cars. So Shezza's fighting Quo there. So we've got Andre and Litmanen. Quo, Shezza and Harry, RB, Twisted, Machiavelli. All in a fight. Oh no, Harry's dropped off a little now. So, what's the bet in? Andre gets this move done down into turn 1. And there goes... Yep, see? There we go. Ooh. Interesting. I was expecting Andre to get that move done. So Mingo is hunting down Dippers back there. So Andre down into the inside of turn 4 there, but gets very, very squirrely on the rear coming out of it. Litmanen on the inside, but on the outside of the next turn. Hold off, mate. You're going to have DRS going into the next section, so you're fine. These two battling, obviously allowing Quo and a few of the others to close the gap. So we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8-car fight currently. It's just a DRS train right now. Quo having to look down the inside of Litmanen there, but backs out of it like a responsible driver he is for us. He's one of the best. In terms of driver on track. He also has wing damage. He does. He's missing his left end plate, whereas Harry's missing his right end plate. This is impressive of these two still managing to keep going. So Andre moves all the way over to the right of the track. Arby setting the fastest lap again on a 1:31.9. Lippmann goes around the outside into turn 1. Ooh, that's allowed Quo up the inside. Shezza with a further 3-second penalty, so that's now 6 seconds for him. Arby up into... Ooh. How's it going to go with these two? Let's jump on board with Quo here. See how it goes down into turn 9 and 10. See how... Ooh! I think Lippmann just got a little out of shape there, which caught Quo. And Lippmann doing the good thing and actually waited for him. Well done, Lippmann. Credit to you for that, my friend. That has allowed Arby up into second place. Shezza in third. Quo now in fourth. After that, Lippmann down in fifth. Obviously waiting for Quo there. That was really good of him. The Williams of Harry and Twisted. Then Machiavelli and the Haas. The other Aston Martin down in ninth. He's not having a good time here, is he, at the moment? Dippers in 10th, Zen in 11th. Unfortunately, after that spin, I think it was lap 2, has not done him any good. Lippmann now into the pits. He's probably going to go into hards for the remainder of the race. Ooh, Shezza trying to go around the outside of Arby there. Arby defended that well. But he is going to be open to DRS here on the run down to turn 4. Ooh, little bit of a touch there from Arby and Shezza. That's allowed Quo to really put Shezza under pressure here. And the one thing is, when you got Quo behind you, you're done. He will get that move done. So the biggest gap between the top 9 is currently between 4th and 5th. At 1.2. Oh no. It's actually between 1st and 2nd. My apologies. So between 2nd and 9th, the biggest gap is 5th. So here comes Quo down the inside of Shezza here, down towards the final turn. Gets the job done nice and easily. So his next one is Arby. Machiavelli and Dippers changing positions. It's like down into the corner, which is allowing Mingo to close in on the trailing Haas. So let's see how Quo does in chasing down Arby here. Arby is harvesting his ERS through that section quite well. So Arby not doing a bad job at the moment on those softs, but they are going to start falling off rather quickly. So I wouldn't be too surprised if he's going to be pitting soon. Wonder if he's going to be doing the, I don't know, soft, medium, soft or something like that. All depends on how safety cars play out, I suppose. If we get any. We might not get any this week, which will be nice to see. And there goes Quo. Move done. Dusted. Thank you very much. I think Arby's tyres might have hit a cliff. But Arby's going to make the comeback here down into turn 4. Is he going to make it? He is indeed. But does get a little squirrely on the exit, so Quo gets that position back. It's the only problem with taking the inside line there sometimes through turn 4. You can get a little... Traction isn't quite so good. But he is going to get the DRS right now. I think he's a little bit too far back to make that work. Harry got a little squirrely there out of that turn. But his teammate is holding up Mingo, which is going to help ever so slightly. No, Arby's not going to make the move down into the final corner. He's going to wait until... Oh, Mingo's coming into the pits. No, he's not. Okay. Thought he was then. I was going to say, what are you doing? You're on me, on the hards. So Arby is out of ERS. And Andre is actually pulling away from this lot because obviously the battling is slowing them all down. Oh, nice little view there. See, it would be nice if they had a little graphic to tell us what their driver's tyres are and how well they're doing. So Harry is now closed in on Shezza. He's within the second, so he's now just one big DRS train behind Quo. It's like Quo got a little out of sorts through... It's like turn 11 and 12. But they are pulling away from Shez here. Is Arby going to get this done? He is. On the run down to turn 1. Ooh! Quo got very deep into the corner there. However, he hands the position back, which is very good of him. Sorry, I was just answering a question to someone that's doing something for us in the league. And I missed something. So Arby being chased by Quo here. Moves out the way. Ooh. But he is... Ooh, gets very, very squirrely there at the last turn. But he does dive into the pits. So he's managed to go 12 laps on those softs. That's actually quite impressive. So Scherzer now up into second. Quo in third. Harry's managed to get back up into fourth. Where's Mingo? Mingo's in seventh, having a torrid time behind these guys. Dipper and Twisted having their own little fight here. Ooh. And say Quo was really on the gearbox there. So Lipman does indeed get past Machiavelli. So he's now up into 8th. Arby is now out on the medium, so he is going to be doing a medium soft, medium soft run. Whoa! What happened there? I just jumped on board because I saw these guys were close, and then all of a sudden Quo was round. That is highly unfortunate. Another 3-second penalty for Schesler. So he's going to be, losing out on a ton of positions here. So Schesler comes in. Obviously Mingo carries on because he's on the hards. So the top 5 all has Lipman will make the jump on him, I presume, going by this. Oh, that was a Haas gone wide. He is doing a lawnmower. So Arby now up into 6th. Schesler coming out ahead of Lipman and Twisted. So these guys are all done 12 laps on their hards, so they're going to be going a little while longer. So Andre is commanding this Grand Prix. He's doing a really good job so far. Managed to stay out of any incidents or anything like that. Or managed to avoid them, should we say. Harry's got front wing damage. Mingo doesn't have any, but he's not having a good time. He seems to be losing time to... oh no, he's gaining time now to Harry. Crow does have front wing damage also. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. So closest battle we got is these two. Machiavelli and Lipman. I'm surprised with Lipman starting on the mediums, I want to say. Can't remember now. Surprised he didn't go medium, soft, soft. I'll be setting the fastest lap again on 131.707 on his mediums there. So he's currently on for the extra point. Okay, so no one's within the second gap apart from these two. Two of our longest serving drivers. Quo with a 3-second penalty for track limits. That's highly unfortunate. Magster just moves out the way for him. Knows that there's no point of fighting it. And Zen gets it done down into turn 1. And I said, these two have been with us, if I remember correctly, since basically the beginning of WSL. So really good to see some of the old schools still here. Let's do it this way because I can watch it on here. So Max has managed to get back within the second mark, but falls off very quickly again. It's not easy when you're on the hards around here. So Andre commanding the sea, not really having to use much of his ERS, thankfully. Harry and Mingo. Mingo's within the second mark now, so he's going to get DRS coming after turn 10. Almost jumps the curb at the same time. Machiavelli now with a 3-second penalty. We do have a yellow flag in sector 1. I'm going to guess that's probably Machiavelli. I'm going to guess it was because he went off track. So Mingo is really closing in on Harry here. I'm going to guess the difference is the front wing is really helping Mingo because he has all of his, whereas... oh, and there's another 3-second penalty for someone else. That's Max this time. What was I saying? Yes, obviously Harry's missing one of his front end plates. Which, as we found out, if you're missing a wing end plate, 31056 for RB there. Especially in new season, it's something like 30 points of downforce, which is quite a substantial amount. Zen's managed to get past Ben whilst we're watching this. And so next one for him to chase down is Machiavelli. Limner not having such a good time on those hards, but he is closing in on Twisted ever so slightly at times. And it's great fun watching these two because we know they're quite respectful with one another. Oh, a little bit of a slide on the rear axle there with Harry, but is Mingo close enough? He is, but he's not going to make the move. It's going to save it for the start-finish straight. So RB is literally on the back end of Dippers as well. Going to save it again for the start-finish straight, I presume, unless you get a great drive out of the corner at the top of the hill there. So here we go. Mingo, DRS wide open. Is he going to go around the outside? He is, and he does indeed get it done. And also with these two, pretty much the same thing, but RB just sits in the middle of the track. That's pretty good. I'll do the same thing as well, to be honest. So, on the run down to turn 4, Harry's going to get the DRS, but obviously not going to make the move because, you know, just a little bit too dangerous to do that sort of thing. So we've hit a bit of a stalemate here in the race, which often happens in Bahrain. You normally get 1 or 2 cars that's still quite close, but yeah, once pit stops happen, gaps start forming very, very quickly. So it's just a case of watch what we can. And yeah, this is probably the best one we got right now. These two are title contenders as well. They're both on exactly the same amount of points. Pardon me. To be exact, I'll run through the standings as we're watching this, actually. Something I forgot to do. So both of these guys are on 201 points. RB is in third with 112. Yeah, quite a gap. Squirrel, who is not racing tonight, is on 107. Littman is on 95. Dan is on 82. Username, who is also not racing, is on 74. King, no, let's not bother with him, he left. Magster is on 49. Twisted is on 41. Ben is on 36. Machiavelli on 33. Zen 29. Quo is on also 29. Dippers has 26. Andre only raced 1 race with us so far, but has gained 19 points already. So if he manages to get the win today, it's a further 25 on top. And there was the rear end of Harry's car, thinking he was in Tokyo Drift, which we know is not the case. Quo has pitted and gone on to the softs whilst we're going with that. And Dipper has also pitted and gone on to the mediums. So I was wrong in guessing these guys would go hard mediums. They are actually indeed going to go hard soft. Are they going to get the jump on Andre here? Because Andre's decided to keep on going. Zazu, who is not racing tonight, is 18 points. Shezza is currently on 11. And that is it. So yeah, constructors wise, I mean, Williams is on 242, Aston Martin's on 230, Red Bull's on 207. So it's a little bit of a fight between those guys. Shezza with a further 3-second penalty. He is now on, wrong one, 12 seconds of penalties. So it's pointless of him fighting anyone that turns up. But RB is now in second place currently, but will take the lead when Andre pits, when he pits, whenever that will be. So Harry came out in 7th position. He's now had his wing changed. Quotes all down the inside into turn 8. Little bit of touch from them, but they are very respectful drivers. Harry will give up the position because it's pointless fighting down into 9 and 10. So these guys both have brand new front wings, which is going to help them greatly. Lippmann is up the road, so they're the one he is chasing. And I was right indeed. Andre has come in. Ooh, RB's going to pit again. Oh, of course, he's on a 2-stopper. Shezza is going to come through in second. Yeah, Twisted. Obviously done his stop. How far is RB going to go down? Crow's setting the fastest lap on a 129.5 currently. So RB does lose out quite a lot with that pit. He does end up in 9th. However, Harry and Crow with a little bow. Positions have changed. Is he going to make a move down the inside? He attempted it. Didn't quite work out though. Let's jump on board with Mingo. Let's watch from a first person point of view. Let's see what he's doing. Obviously, the tyre strategy is going to play a massive part of this because Mingo is on the softs and it was that easy. So there's that one. So Lippmann is up next for Quo, Harry, Dippers, RB. Let's do the same again. Let's just jump on board. In fact, I want to see it from Harry's position because he is attempting to move down the inside of Quo. Ooh, getting a little out of shape there. Is that Lippmann going in? That is Lippmann going in. So Dippers is going to make the move on Harry there. And it looks like... Ooh, is that Lippmann going? That's RB. RB also making the move. Saw a little gap and went, I'll give it a go. Didn't quite pull off. Almost did though. RB is definitely fighting this one. So Twisted not giving up. Chasing Mingo down. Quo there has got Dippers, Harry, RB. Let's see what happens here. Not quite close enough. Although Twisted did get the move done on Mingo there, which was quite impressive. I need another drink. This is turning into one hell of a race. So, Mingo, Quo has managed to pull out a 2.5 gap on Harry, who's managed to get past Arby and Dippers. I think Dippers may have had a problem somewhere. So, Mingo manages to get past Twisted on the run down to turn 1 with the assisted DRS and soft tyres. Twisted is going to get the DRS on the run down to turn 4. So with this, Mingo would take the lead of the championship again. With 2 races to go when we head off to Texas. And then we head off to Brazil as our season finale, which I will be commentating on. Mingo running wide there on the exit of turn 10. So RB is up into 6th after getting past Harry. Not quite sure what happened because we were watching the thing with Mingo and Twisted, but now these guys are the closest, so we'll jump on board with these and stay on board. So, if it was to finish the way it did now, Mingo would take a 15-point lead in the championship. No, he wouldn't. My bad. 9-point. Arby gets past Quo as well. Arby is on a charge here. Yeah, currently a 9-point gap he would pull. Obviously, if he gets into 2nd, it'll be 12. And Arby is hunting down for a potential 4th place finish. Eesh. Basically, it's a 2-man race. So Arby looking round the outside of Twisted there. Wow. Gets amazing drive out of turn 10 there. So he is up into 4th and down to chase Mingo and Shezza. So Mingo round the outside of Shezza there. That was a given considering the... Oh, that's a great camera angle. I love that one. Yeah, due to the tyre difference, because, you know, being on the softs, that was evidently going to happen once Mingo got close enough. So let's jump on board with these guys. Let's watch as Harry chases down his teammate. His teammate doesn't put up a fight. Totally different strategies. So, woo. So Harry up into 6th. That changes things slightly. 10 points. So yeah, everything is up for grabs. Every point is needed, especially with only 2 races left to go. Quo was caught onto the back of the McLaren really, really quickly. Not quick enough, though, to get within... no, Arby, sorry. Closing on McLaren, but wasn't quite close enough to get the DRS. Quo did because he was on the back of Arby, sorry. So Arby is potentially on shot for a podium. Which I don't think it'll be his first one of the season. No, it won't. He's had one before. He's had a third place. Oh, and done. Up into third. Really good move there from RB on the run into turn one. His tyres are a lap younger than what Quo's are. That was a bit of a weird defending line from Shezler there. Especially considering you got a 12-second penalty. Is it 12? Yeah, 12-second penalty. So Mingo isn't really closing that gap on Andre up front. We will jump on board with Andre on the last lap, though. You know, victory lap and everything else. So Quo round the outside of Shezler there. That was been waiting to happen for a few laps. And Harry is closing that gap and pulling his teammate along at the same time. Little bit of a snap on the rear axle. He's not having a good time here. So RB has managed to pull that gap out between him and Quo to over a second. He could be cementing his third place very, very quickly. Which he does is an amazing drive by him. Absolutely amazing. Especially considering it's like 3 a.m. his time as he's racing. I couldn't race at that time in the morning, personally. So yeah, my driver of the day has definitely got to be RB so far. He has drove a excellent race. I know Andre is out in front and everything else, but RB, with the drivers around him, you got Mingo, you got Quo, you got Harry. I mean, the Quo didn't miss so much of the race, so much of the season, through many different things that wasn't his fault. I reckon he'd be up there with the fight. It would be a 3-man fight instead of a 2-man fight, that's for sure. I think if RB had a bit more luck than what he's had this season, he could also, you know, be on the tail end of it. Squirrel would be up there as well. So yeah, you could have like a 5-man race, 5-man title. Easily. But Quo is pulling that gap back though. Even though his tyres are 2 laps older, Harry is slowly closing that gap on Shezler, so he'd be able to get into 5th at least. The entire time pulling his teammate along, which is great teamwork. Seeing that sort of thing we love. Lipmanen's got past Zen. So Lipmanen having a stormer of the beginning of the race. Unfortunately hasn't had the greatest end. He's down in 9th. And 21 seconds off of Ben, who's in 8th. Ooh. Oh, that was just a kick Sauber moving out of the way, allowing these guys to get through without any problems. Really? Why did that give him a 10-second penalty? That's bullshit. So Harry now up into 5th. And Quo really putting RB under pressure here through these last few corners. But yeah, Harry's up into 5th now, ahead of Shezler. But yeah, these... Ooh, and there goes Quo down the inside of the final turn on RB there. Ooh. Not quite sure what that message was. There's a little message there. Not sure what it was. I'm curious. Was that a don't try it, or, you know, let's finish the race? Oh, Sector 3. Ben is DNF'd. Done it correctly, though. He's done it in the pits. So Mingo is definitely not closing the gap on Andre there. He's now 20 seconds behind. Quo and Arby. Then Harry, Shezler, Dippers, Twisted, and Lipman, Zen, who's keeping close to him, Machiavelli, Power, and Magster. So, Andre has indeed started his final lap. We'll just jump on board with these guys for a second. Is that I'm not going to fight you? Because he done it again. I'm curious. I'm very curious. So Andre coming through turns 11, 12, 13 and 14. Keep an eye on that, and then we'll jump on board with them on the run down to the final corner. As long as things stay the way they do. But he is on course for his first victory within WSL. Always nice to see a new winner. There you go. So let's jump on board with him. Through the final corner comes Andre. Hasn't had anyone to worry about since he's taken the lead. Crossing the line, taking his first victory within WSL. Having an amazing day. Congratulations and well deserved on the win, my friend. Mingo coming through in second. Had a torrid time after spinning through turn 10. Not quite sure what happened, but does manage to come through and claim second. Arby coming through to claim his second podium of the season. Quo coming through to take fourth. Harry fifth. Shezza sixth. Dippers seventh. Oh no, of course. Dippers will end up in sixth. Twisted in seventh. Shezza will end up in ninth after his 12 or 15 second penalty, however much it was. Lebanon coming through after a storming start to his race. He's come through to claim ninth. Through comes Machiavelli. Zen coming down to the last corners. Not having the greatest race, but still finishing. Always nice. Comes through to claim 11th. Max Power coming through to claim the last points position within our league. We do the top 12 rather than just the top 10. And Magster, obviously, unfortunately, been lapped after that. So, yes. Congratulations, everyone. Well done to Andre for taking the win. RBC, exactly the man I chose as well to take driver of the day. Great race by him, but also great race by Andre and Mingo for managing to pull back to get to second after the issues he had early on in the race. Great race by everyone. Quo taking the fastest lap at the end of that with a 1:29.5. But yes, Harry lost out, unfortunately. I said, let's have a look. So he will get fifth in the end. So it's an 8-point gap into the final two races. And the final race has a sprint as well, which is in Brazil. So that will be an interesting finish. Let's see how close it gets. It's definitely the closest finish we've had for a while. Oh, mate, Arby had a fucking amazing race. Absolutely amazing. He done really, really well. Very proud of him. Starting in ninth, finishing in third. Can't go wrong there. So, thank you for joining me, guys. I know, mate. I'm not looking forward to it. You didn't need to tell me that. You know, you just made me even more depressed than I already am. So, let's start this up again. Hang on, give me a second. We're going to listen to some music while we talk. So yeah, it's not going to be fun over the next few days. I know it's not. But the one thing I will say is, overall, it was a really, really good race. We had lots of things happening, bar the incidents. The title gap has opened up again. Where it was joint points, it's now only 8-point gap. It's still not massive. We still got 3 races, 3-point position races to go. So it's going to be an interesting finish to the end of the season. We're off to Texas next week, which just has a normal race, and then we're off to Interlagos as the final one, which has the sprint and the feature. So lots of points still open. Let's have a look here. I'm going to change something ever so quickly. Ignore the fact it says starting stream. I'm doing this so I can sort something out. I am still here, and I am still talking to you guys. So 25, 50, 50. There's still 65 points on offer for the final 3 races. So yeah, it's going to be a really, really interesting end to the season. Our closest and best season in the last 5 seasons. I'm not going to lie. Like I said earlier, it would have been nice if Crow didn't have so many issues earlier in the race, earlier in the season. He would have been up there. Squirrel, not missing the races he has, could have been a lot more interesting. So yeah, it could have been a 5-6 man fight for the rest of the season. But yeah, it's been a honor and a privilege to be able to commentate for you guys. I've really, really enjoyed it. I'm not going to lie. It is. I always said I'll never come back to comms because, you know, I grew tired of F1, the game. But you guys have made it more interesting to watch, and comms on again. So yeah, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. You never know, maybe next season, or maybe on track. We don't know. Depends on if we get comms in. If not, I'll be in the box again, which I have no issue with. But don't forget to like and subscribe. We do have a Instagram channel and a TikTok. They're still on the build, so give us a little bit of time with those. But yeah, if you're not already, like and subscribe. I apologise. We are live every Sunday. Hopefully going to be live every Thursday with 3 tiers from GT. We're in the works for that. But yeah, there's lots of new things. There's a new rulebook coming for next season. And some plans in the future for a few other things. So, if you aren't already, join the server, because it's good fun, and we got some really good people in there. But again, thank you very much, guys. I will see you next week, same time, same place. And until then,